automotive? RFID. That's correct. Or specific na pang-automotive, ECE. What is ECE, Carl? ECU. ECU. Okay, electronic control unit. Okay. It's an engine control module, or the ECU, or the ECM. That's also one important application of signals in automotive. The other one is the anti-lock braking system. Basically, these are all sensors applied in automotive. Okay. What else? The airbag control, the ACU, or the airbag control unit installed in our cars and transportations. And also, we have the system diagnostic tool, any tool that diagnose the system of our cars or transportation. Okay. And for medical, how about in medical or in medicine field? How is signals being applied here? I think this field has the most uh, area. That's correct. MRI, ECG is also correct. No, nandun na lahat, no? Parang ultrasound, that's correct. Lahat na yata ng devices in medical field ay merong application ng signals. That's correct. This is one example. Another example is a hearing aid, and this one is the ultrasound. This one is the MRI. ECG is also one, and this one is what we call a remote monitoring. So basically, the doctors can now diagnose, or basic ano lang, yung mga basic na anong tawag doon? Yung BP, temperature. So kahit nasa remote yung patient, send lang yung data ng patient. Yung mga basic ano lang, mga symptoms lang. Ultrasound also. Okay. How about in image processing? Dun din nakikita yung maraming applications ng signals. Can you give me one? Computer vision, image, video compression, that's correct. GIS, QR is also, that's correct. No, image processing. So these are all correct. CV, computer vision, VC, video compression. Okay. So this one is animation also, or the 3D animation. That's one for image processing. Video or image enhancement is also one, where you enhance the old photos, and yung sinabi ni Bea, which is the video compression. That's part of image processing. And of course, yung ating basic HDTV, or the high definition TV. No, so that's the application of signal in image processing. How about in control systems? Ano yung naiisip nyo? Saan ina-apply? Inverse and forward kinematics. Okay. So basically, saan natin nakikita yung mga ganyang terms? The most popular control system, robots, ma'am. That's correct. That's part of the application of signals in control system. Of course, nandyan yung ating drone, no? Drone control. Yung ating mga ECM inputs, or yung mga engine control, that's also part. And then yung ating sa mga industry, yung ating mga motor control system. ay yung mga major malalaking control system na. And of course, yung sinabi ni Ray Benedict, which is our robots. So yan na yung pinaka-popular and pinaka recent na application ng signals in control systems. Okay, next, military and aerospace. Application ng signal. Radar. That's correct. Radar, yeah. Radar is radio detection and ranging. Satellite, that's also correct. Okay, so yun lang, basically, yun lang naman sa mga military and aerospace satellite. This one is the military aircraft with radar. Okay, ito yung radar na pang military. Tawag dito ay Hawkeye. So, kitang-kita nito habang nagtatraverse ng sky, nakikita niya lahat. No? And then, kung merong air flight, meron din namang naka-base lang. Meron tayong military base station radar. Okay, obviously, these are not from the Philippines. Sa ibang bansa yan. Diba? And then, syempre, sa ating aerospace, hindi rin mawawala yung ating navigation system. Navigation by air, navigation by land, or navigation by sea. So, application of signals yan. And the last one is yung mga ginagamit sa military, yung mga battlefield sensors. Okay, so yan yung mga application. So, basically, if titingnan natin from the start, marami ng mga application ng signals. Diba? Ibig sabihin sa bawat field, ganun ka-broad yung application ng signal. Kahit sa ang field meron. Siyempre, cellphone pa lang. Kahit nga yung mga nasa pinakamalalayong lugar ay may cellphone na. So, doon pa lang makikita na natin yung application niya. Okay? So, after giving some examples or applications of signals, let's now define what is a signal. So, we are now defining signal not just as a basic definition, but in the context of being an electronics engineering student, or we are in the field of electronics engineering. Okay? So a signal is a function of independent variables that carry some information. All signals carry information. So, na-discuss yan sa inyong principles of or fundamentals of communication, that a signal in communication system is a function that conveys information about the behavior or attributes of some phenomenon. Okay? A signal is also a detectable physical quantity. You can detect the signal, no? For example, the signal is a voltage, the signal is a current, or a magnetic field strength. You can detect the signal by which messages or information can be transmitted. Okay? A signal is a physical quantity that varies with time. So it varies with time, it varies with space, or any other independent variable. Paano pag nagbabari siya sa time? Where in other part of Batangkay, sa Batangas na lang, there are still signals na mas malakas sa gabi compared sa umaga. No? At pinag-aralan na rin natin yan sa comms, di ba? Pag we have these 4 layers, ano nga yung mga layers ng atmosphere? DE, F1, F2 ba? Na pag sa gabi, nawawala si DE, F1, F2 lang. So, mas nalayo yung pagbato ng signal sa gabi. So, dun lang yung time na nagkakaroon ng signal yung ibang lugar. Mas malakas yung signal paggabi sa ibang lugar. So, it varies with time. Ibig sabihin yung signal mo malakas sa umaga, sa gabi, sa umaga hindi. Nagba-vary siya with respect to time. It also varies with space. Ano ibig sabihin yan? It's your location. Ano ba yung pinaka-simple indicator natin ng signal? It's your cell phone. pumunta ka sa basement, kung may basement kayo or any basement sa building, tingnan mo yung signal mo doon. And then, pumunta ka dun sa rooftop, tingnan mo din yung signal mo doon. So, it varies with stage. So, it is a physical quantity that varies with time, space, or any other independent variable. Kung may iba pang variables na makaka-affect sa signal mo, nagbabago yan. Nakaka-affect siya dun sa signal mismo. Signals can be variations. It can be patterns. Okay? So a signal can be represented as a function x of t of an independent variable t, which usually represents time. Now, in our course, ECE 414, x of t will be considered as signal. Hindi lang siya basta function. Hindi lang siya basta sa isang mathematical equation na x of t is just a function. No, x of t represents signal. Kung nakita niyo yung x of t, ibig sabihin siya ay signal. Okay? So, x of t particular is a continuous time signal. Okay? Tingnan natin. So, we have types of signal. Balikan natin mamaya yung continuous time signal. What are the two types of signals na alam nyo? Ano ang types of signals na analog and digital, continuous analog digital? That's correct. Analog digital. That's two types of signals, no? But it depends on the function or the types or the properties or the characteristic. But of course, we all know that analog and digital are types of signal. That's correct. But also, we have types of signals as a function. We have what we call the single variable signal. Single variable signal is a signal that depends only on one variable. Obviously, we have single, one variable. Example, since we considered x of t as a signal, we can consider f of x as also a signal. G of t is also a signal. F of t is also a signal because we are dealing with only one variable. Okay? Let's see. How do we give an example for this? Sino yan?
Dean's office.
Hindi pwede, may klase ako.
Sabi ko,
Sino ang tumawag?
Si Reyes. Pinapatawag ka daw din eh.
Ano ba yan? Wait lang, guys. No, ano ba yan? Okay, I'm back. So single one variable signal. Let's have an example for this one. For example, you are interested in measuring the water temperature in the ocean. Wala lang, trip mo lang i-measure yung temperature sa dagat. So, in terms of depth, yung lalim niya, no? So, let's say, nandun ka sa Pangpang, dun sa pinaka Pampang, you measure the temperature. May nakuha kang temperature. And then, lumakad ka after 1 meter depth, kinuha mo uli yung temperature niya. And then, pumunta ka uli doon, mga 2 meters depth, kinuha mo uli yung temperature niya. So, that's single variable signal. Ibig sabihin, the signal is a function of the spatial variable with f of x denoting temperature at depth x. Yung ating variable dito ay yung depth. But the f of x is your temperature at particular variable which is the depth. So, nakukuha mo yung temperature base dun sa variable mo ng depth. So, that's just one variable. The other is as a function which is called multivariable signal. This is more than one variable. Ano yon? This is an example is f1 of x1, x2, g of 1, t1, t2, and t3. So we are now dealing with 2 and 3 variables. So more than one variable now, multivariable signal. For example again, we measure tayo ng water temperature sa ocean. In this case, our first variable is the depth. Now, you want to determine the temperature in terms of the depth during morning, during afternoon, and during evening. So you are now considering 3 variables based on the depth, based on time. Okay, so that's 2. Again, you can consider any other variables that is considered as multivariable signal. Okay? So, iwanan muna uli natin yung types of signals. Babalikan uli natin siya after we just simply define what is a system. Okay? So, when we say system, well, we can say that signals are one part of the whole. No, it's not really the whole. It's just one part. Ibig sabihin, signals are meaningless without systems to interpret them. The same way that systems are useless without signals to process. Ang signals, nandyan lang siya sa free space. 'Di ba? Hindi siya mawawala dyan. Ang kailangan mo ay system na kukuha sa kanya at magpa-process sa kanya. The same way na yung system mo, system lang yan. Kung wala ka namang signals na kukuhanin or ipaprocess, both will be useless without one another. Okay? So, anong basic definition natin ng system? It is the meaningful interconnection of physical devices and components that process the signal. Yun lang naman, di ba? Meaningful interconnection, meaning it's not only just one particular device na ito lang yung component niya. There are multiple components and multiple interconnection of that devices. Okay? So I have here one picture with basically nakalagay dito ay water pump and tank. Okay? So, what is the system in this figure? What is the system? Anyone? Alin ang system sa part na to? Water pump. Lahat? Hindi pa basically lahat. Yung system lang. That's correct. Lance is correct. Water pump is the system. Water pump muna. Water pump lang muna. No. So basically kasi, ang ating block diagram, a simple block diagram is this one. We have the input signal. Diba? Signal, ang i-feed sa system, ipaprocess sa system, and then output signal. So if the water pump is the system, what is our input signal? Water, 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 water. Are you sure it's the water? So, balikan natin yung definition ni signal. Input signal eh. So if you say water is the input signal, balikan natin the definition of signal. What is the definition of signal? It varies with time, with space, it's a physical quantity. So, do you think water is the input signal? Ang scenario lang dito that this figure that you want to fill this tank with water using water pump. Nandito si water, gusto mo yung water mapapunta dito sa tank. So you needed a water pump. So the system here is the water pump. What do you think is the input signal? Electricity power, that's correct. Carl and Ray, that's correct. The input signal that is needed by the system is not water. It's the electricity that will drive the system to have an output. No, that's correct. Because if there's a water and there's a water pump, hindi naman gumagana si water pump. Tsaka hindi si water yung magdadrive din sa system natin. It's the electricity that will power it on and then it will now pump the water to the tank. So that's the input signal. So what's the output signal? What do you think is the output signal? Basically, it's not water, huh? Because water is not the input signal. The output signal is now the mechanical work of the pump. It's now the working condition or the mechanical work to pump the water to the tank. Okay? So based on sa definition kasi ng signal, we cannot define water as a signal. No? So this is input signal and then this is output signal. Input signal is the electricity that will move or that will on the system. So pag naka-on na si system, ano na yung purpose niya? Ang purpose na niya ay mahigop itong si water papunta dun sa tank. And that's the work of the pump. So that's the output signal. The mechanical work to pump the water to the tank. Okay? So basically, ang systems are just operators that accept a given signal, which is the input signal, and produce a new signal, which is the output signal. Okay? So, sabi nyo kanina, ang two types of signals are analog signals and digital signals. That's correct. So let's just have a brief definition for analog signal is a function of continuous variable such as time of space and usually takes on values in a continuous range. And sabi dito, ang analog signal is just continuous time plus continuous amplitude. Digital signal is a physical signal that is a representation of sequence of discrete values, a quantified discrete time signal. So, ang digital signal is just discrete time plus discrete amplitude. When we say discrete, it is isolated. Ano? It is with that naka-isolate siya, discrete, naka-separate siya. Siyempre, analog is continuous. Sa digital, nandun yung kanyang isolation or yung separation niya. Okay? So, if there are analog signals and digital signals, ang pwede lang mag-process sa kanila ay analog systems and digital systems. Analog system is generally defined as physical device that perform operations on analog signal. And digital system takes digital signals as input producing a digital signal. But of course, sabi nga dun sa example kanina, we have this ADC and meron din tayong DAC. So, ibang case naman ito. But in our basic definition, the one that process analog signal is analog system. And the one that process digital signal is digital system. Okay? So, balikan natin si continuous time signal. Continuous time signal, ano daw ito? This is analog signal. Analog signal. Specified for every value of time t. Ano yung analog signal? These are just sinusoidal waves or sinusoidal signals. Continued up to infinity. Diba? So, and again, in our discussion here, continuous time signal will always represent x of t. Huwag kakalimutan na ang x of t ay analog, ang x of t ay continuous time signal. Okay? So let's say this is a simple graph that starts from negative infinity here, nag-increase papunta dito, papunta sa time t0 with an amplitude a. And then, nag-decrease siya papunta dito sa time positive infinity. So, this is a simple continuous time signal. Continuous pa rin siya kahit siya ay nag-start sa part na to, but to negative infinity, that's equal to 0. To positive infinity, that's still equal to 0. So, continuous time pa rin siya. Okay? X of t here, our y-axis, is just equal to a, to amplitude a. Okay? Continuous time signal. Examples of continuous time, we have the speech, we have video, image, variation of atmospheric pressure, wind speed, temperature, with altitude, at marami pang iba. Okay? Now, ano yung discrete time signals? Is specified at discrete time intervals. This is one example. No. At let's say, by the way, balikan ko lang to. In our continuous time signal, basically yung x-axis natin lagi is for time. Ang ating y-axis is for our continuous time signal. Ano? For our discrete time signals, our x-axis is for n. And our y-axis is for, lagay ko na nga, yung ating discrete signal, which is x bracket n. Digital signals, discrete time signals. Specified at discrete time signals. Why? Because at n is equal to 2, we have here a specific signal here. Yun lang. Yun na yung kanyang specific signal. At n equals 2. At n equals 3, meron din siya ditong specific signal. Meaning, between 2 and 2.1, kung meron pa tayong 2.1, let's say that is equal to 0. Unlike sa continuous time, from 2 to 2.5, we have here this signal. Continuous nga, di ba? So, dire-diretso. Hindi siya nagsi-zero sa part na yan. Well, depended kung yung signal mo ay bababa, papunta talaga sa 0. But, from this part, tsaka dito, continuous pa rin yung signal natin. Sa discrete time, always, and it is always possible na may zero in between that signal. Okay, so discrete time signal is always represented by x bracket n because n is for samples. Okay, so ang n, x-axis ay n, y-axis, xn. Okay, so again, meron pa rin tayo ditong mga negative samples and positive samples. At time t is equal to 0, our discrete time signal here is at time t0, ang discrete time signal natin dito ay A. Let's say that's any value. At time t sub 1, let's say this one is A over 2. Time t sub 0, t sub 2 is equal to, this is equal to 0. Specific. So, between T1 and T2, naka-0 yan, automatic. Okay? So, wag kakalimutan. Again, continuous time is x of t, discrete time, x bracket n. Okay? We can also explicitly list the values of the sequence. For example, we have here a graph of discrete time signals. N at 0, n at 0, our x of n is equal to 1. At n equals 4, our x of n is equal to 2. No, naka-graph lang siyang ganyan. This graph can be represented by a sequence. No? Kung titingnan nyo, this is this 0, 0, 0, 0, this is 1, this is 2, 2, this is 1, 0, this is 1, 0, 2, 0, 0. Naka-sequence siya. Okay? And then, meron siyang part na representation na dot, 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 meaning it will continue to negative infinity and to positive infinity. Okay? Now, this is the sequence of the graph. Representation nung graph is this sequence. But, if you will notice, hindi mo alam kung nasan dyan yung n is equal to 0. How do we know na alin dyan yung n is equal to 0? We cannot say na yung first element here is where your n equals to 0 is at. Diba? So how do we distinguish the samples n equals 0? We put an indicator. Meaning that that indicator is where your n is equal to 0 is at. So automatic the rest, if this is n is equal to 0, this is n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equals 3, n equals 4. And then this is n equals negative 1, n equals negative 2. So in every time na magsusulat kayo ng sequence, laging may indicator, arrow up. Okay? Or you can still simplify this sequence by removing all the zeros sa left part at sa most part. So, tinira na lang yung mga from starting to 1, 1 to 1, 0. Kasi, lahat naman daw ito up to 0 eh. Up to 0. But, still, you have to include the indicator. This is where n is equal to 0 is located. Okay? So, this is graph to sequence. Okay? So, we have representation of discrete time signal. Again, yung graph natin, ito yung kanina. Naka-graph lang yung ating n. So, basically, ito yung ating, nandito yung ating x of n. Tapos, ito yung graph natin kasi ito yung 0. So, this is graph representation. And from this graph, we can convert this to a functional representation. Ano naman yung functional? Functional representation is where this is a function with condition. Meaning, your x of n is equal to 2 if your n is equal to 0. Or if your n is equal to 0, your x of n is equal to 2. Nasaan yun? If n is equal to 0, ito, your x of n is equal to 2. Okay? Another condition. X of n is equal to 1 for n equals 1, 3. Asan si 1? Ito si 1, ito si 3. X of n is 1. Ito yon 1, and then 1. That's the second condition. 4 is, x of n is 4 if n is equal to 2. Ito yung 4, ito yung 2. Negative 1 if n is equal to 4. This is negative 1 below the x-axis. This is your n equals 4. Okay, so this is functional representation. So from graph, you can convert that to a functions representation. Or the other way around, you can convert the function representation to graph or graph to functions representation. Okay, that's the second. This is only for discrete time. Discrete time signal only. We are talking about your x of n, your samples for digital signal only. Okay, and the third representation is the simple tabular representation. If n is negative 2, what is your xn? If n is negative 1, what is your xn? If n is 1, what is your xn? So yun lang, nakatabulate lang siya. And then the last one is yung kaninang present ko, which is the sequence representation, where we have this indicator to know where n is equal to 0 is located. Okay. So, I think hanggang dito muna yung discussion natin sa signals. Basically, ang na-discuss lang natin ay application of signals, types of signals, and then the continuous time and discrete time signals. So, basically, dun lang sa continuous time and discrete time signals tayo magfo-focus muna. Okay? So, our next meeting will be on kailan na?
Bukas pa, ma'am.
Bukas, face-to-face na tayo. Okay, so we will continue. So we will start at exactly 10. We will continue our discussion tomorrow. So examples also will be provided tomorrow. So, yun lang siguro. Teka lang. Siguro i-announce ko na rin yung process ng ating lab activities bukas sa discussion natin. Okay, do you have questions? May question ba? Are we good? Okay na? Okay, so sige, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Sige po, ma'am.
Sige po.